Hey everyone, it's Olivia. This week's topic is queer experiences in like high school or college or whatever school that we're in. Um, so I think I first kind of started realizing that I was queer when I was in junior high around like 13. Um, like it started out, I had this boyfriend and I I don't know, I just kind of started like feeling jealous of him and his friends. Like why can't I have that body? And I just started feeling like I didn't want to be like a female. I just wanted to be something between like female and male. But I didn't like have any concept of like what that meant or like what being a genderqueer was. So I was just kind of like, "Oh, okay, like I don't know." And and then during our relationship, it's really complicated, but I ended up like kind of making out with a girl or something, but like he wanted me to do it and it was really confusing. But then I ended up being like, oh, like, okay, I actually liked that, so maybe I like girls. So then I thought I was bisexual. And the next year when I went back to school in 8th grade, I didn't tell really anybody, like only a few close friends, and even my friends I didn't want them to know because the friends I had before, they were completely like horrified by it and so I kind of just kept that to myself and I would like have crushes on girls in my classes, but I wouldn't really tell many people. I would kind of keep it to myself. And then I started like making some other queer friends and like learning more about like the LGBT community or the queer community or whatever you want to call it and all that stuff. And then and then after that year, I kind of started thinking like that I didn't really like guys at all and I was like, I think I'm pretty sure I'm a lesbian. And so I came out as a lesbian and I've been out as a lesbian for like I don't know, like 3 or 4 years. But um the thing is that now I feel like I would identify more with being like fluid or maybe pansexual because I don't completely identify with being a woman and I've liked gender nonconforming people. So I wouldn't really describe myself as like just like a lesbian, but but yeah, that's me. And when I first entered high school in my freshman year, I had a girlfriend. So like I don't know, my first day of school, I was like with her, and people would be like, oh my gosh, two girls making out, oh my gosh, like this and that. And like, it didn't really bother me too much because I've just been used to it, like ever since I was in high school. And then last year, I had another girlfriend, and like, I'm just used to people like giving us bad looks, and like, it kind of hurts, but like, I don't know, I just try to like ignore it. And like, as far as bullying goes, it's not really direct. Like people don't really say things, but it's just like you hear about people saying things or like you just hear people saying like homophobic and transphobic slurs and stuff like that, and that still hurts, but it's not like that bad at my school. Like people aren't like beating you up for being gay or whatever. But I would say that in the issue of gender, it's a lot worse. Um, People are really uneducated about gender in my school, I would say. And so, yeah, I'm in high school. It's my third year. I'm a junior, 11th grade. Um, so, yeah, and like, I would say when I was like in 8th grade or maybe freshman year, I started like questioning gender and being like, why do we have to like be like a girl or a boy? Why can't we just do whatever? And like, I started thinking about that. And then in sophomore year, I went through like a phase where I was like binding and I kind of felt, I don't know, I felt pretty like neutral. And then that happened again this year, but then now I'm back to feeling pretty much fine with being a girl, but it just like switches off. Um, and I just remember like earlier in this year when I was feeling like confused about my gender. I just felt terrible, like going into the girls' bathroom or going into the locker room. Like I just felt miserable because like I didn't want people to know that I was like binding or them to like ask me questions or anything like that. And it was really hard. It was really hard. Um, cause like yeah, I hear a lot of transphobic slurs, and a lot of my friends that are trans have had like a really hard time at the school just because people don't understand or like they'll go in the bathroom that they like identify with and people will be like, "Oh, what are you doing in here?" And it's kind of awful. Um, but the good thing is we do have a GSA and me and a friend are like coordinating these like no place for hate events at our school. So we are trying to change things and I do have like my group of friends is very like accepting of that kind of thing and everybody else like I don't know isn't very aware, but I feel like generally we're like our school's a lot accepting than some other schools are. So that's kind of my experience with being queer in high school. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, or I'll see you all later. Bye.